I used to wish for balance when I was frustrated, overwhelmed, stressed, and running around in circles, wishing for balance as if some magical fairy would grant it to me. Can you relate? I wish, right? And I am here to make a very bold statement to say that I believe that one of the biggest barriers to achieving balance is how we think about it. I used to think about balance like this, where my work life and my home life would one day be equal in time, effort, responsibility, and enjoyment, and then I would feel balance. But this is like aiming an arrow at a target that is impossible to hit. Right now, I am in a season of busyness. My work life is full, my home life is full. This season will pass, and a new reality will begin. I believe we have an opportunity to aim for balance by tapping into the feelings that we associate with balance. In speaking to hundreds of people over the years, they shared they feel balance when they are happy, calm, peaceful, when they are productive, when they are healthy, when they're feeling loving, when they are grateful. These positive feelings. Choosing to shift my thinking from this place of work and life having to be equal in time, effort, and responsibility to this idea of work and life integrating in harmony by tapping into the feelings I associate with balance. This has been the key. And I'm so excited to be here with you today to share my two favorite strategies to achieve that work-life harmony that we desire. And the first strategy is what a juggler might remind us of. I know it's hard to keep all the balls in the air, especially when more and more and more things are added to the mix, right? This is the truth. And the first strategy that I'm excited to share with you is called the Eisenhower Matrix or Covey Quadrant. Dwight Eisenhower, former US president, developed this in the mid-1950s. Stephen Covey wrote a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, published in 1989, and wrote about these concepts as well. This is not new, my friends, but I am constantly shocked and surprised by how few business professionals I've introduced this to have ever heard of it or use it. And for those ones that I've taught it to, they report feeling more in control, more calm, more purposeful, prepared, and productive. I believe this tool should be taught in schools and workplaces globally. And its setup is quite simple. We draw a vertical line intersected by a horizontal line. And in the top left quadrant, we write urgent and important. In the top right quadrant, we write not urgent and important. In the bottom left quadrant, we write urgent, not important. And in the bottom right quadrant, we write not urgent, not important. The power of this tool truly is how simple it is and how it helps people to decipher and decide where they are spending their time. Now, the biggest mistake that I see people making, or for those of you who are about to try this tool out, the greatest growth opportunity is right here. Many people fail to put anything into the top two quadrants that actually bring them joy, peace, calm, wellness. those positive feelings, their reasons or excuses are that those things aren't as urgent and important. What? Listen up, my friends. If you do not prioritize those moments that bring you the feelings that you associate with balance, no one else will. It is your responsibility. When I teach this quadrant, I invite people to draw a separate box into the top two quadrants. We call it the balance builder. And this is where we intentionally write those moments that bring us the feelings that we want to feel, that we associate with balance. I have one client who shares her morning workout is urgent and important. It is the fuel for the rest of her day. For myself, in the not urgent yet important quadrant, I really like to write in there and practice listening to the piano guy's music. It brings me such peace and calm and happiness. And I only have to listen for a few moments for this to make a big difference in my day. This is a balance builder moment, my friends. Scheduling these important priorities, such as our personal, wellness, social, and spiritual goals, into our calendar is like the fuel for our day. And it is what offsets those difficult, overwhelming, and stressful times that we experience in life. Now, I'm excited to show you my second strategy. It's what a gymnast would remind us of. Now, this is me attempting a balance beam. I am not a gymnast. I am not comfortable up there. This gymnast, a little bit more skilled. I did not attempt this position, just so you're not worried. But when we put these two images side by side, there is not much that we have in common. But what we do have in common is present moment focus. Our thinking is right where we are. And there are a few ways that we can increase our present moment focus: turning our phones off, putting them away, right? Turning those notifications off, creating boundaries, saying no, and most importantly, being aware of our thinking and recognizing when our thoughts are either in the past or the future instead of right where we are. This is so important. My friends, I want to recap for you the three concepts I've shared here today. Number one, how you think about balance matters, and balance begins in here. Number two, reduce the struggle of the juggle by using the Eisenhower Matrix or Covey quadrant, complete with the balance builder box, to be intentional about scheduling or sprinkling those moments of balance into your day. And finally, present moment focus. Have your thinking be where you are. And I found a beautiful quote from Robin Sharma from the book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari that sums this up in this most perfect way. Have the discipline to focus your time around your priorities, the most meaningful things in your life. Your family, your friends, your health should never be sacrificed to those least meaningful. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Writing down those appointments with others and those all-important appointments with yourself. My friends, stop wishing for the magical balance fairy to pay you a visit and thinking that balance is only felt when your work and your home are equal. Be intentional with your prioritization and focus, tapping into those feelings that you associate with balance, and you will achieve the work-life harmony that you desire. Thank you.